Last time on Renaissance City.
You know what would be great is if that flying lion guy was around.
Am I anywhere close to being able to incite that change myself? Hey, what are we doing? What are we into?
We are going to go pay a visit to the leaders of the Purple Gang.
This compound is fairly obvious because it takes up an entire city block of the Royal Oak section.
King, can I ride you?
You were barely willing to shake my hand a minute ago.
You're on the 4th floor of the building. It almost looks like a ballroom.
King, can you smell people?
Let me give it a shot.
There are 4 scents of people that are very strong, and you would guess that they have been there within the last few hours. It's hard for you to see anything in particular in this room because it's pretty dark.
Oh, I got night vision. That's how we move covertly. We power walk.
On your right, there is a very large painting of 4 men together.
I'm going to take my knife and I am going to shred that painting of the 4 men. Hey, this isn't vandalism. This is to protect our ass. These paintings will come to life.
All 4 of those scents lead straight out of this stairway across the hall and straight down the other steps. You guys have come down and you are in that stair hall outside of the double doors.
Are we killing everybody in here or what are we doing?
Self-defense is perhaps different.
Okay, that changed the game. We just have to call it self-defense.
Shadow slinks over to the balcony. So I'm looking through the pillars of the balcony railing. Hey guys, I can see 5 people in the room directly below this by the bay windows.
Hey, Shadow. Hey, I'm gonna give you a few minutes here, but I'm ready to do something. So just...
We're gonna muck these people up.
Yeah.
You see a shining of silver for a split second, and then you see a black shadow fling it towards the group. You see a man fall to the ground with a dagger behind his kneecap, screaming in pain.
I use the handrail, give myself a little kick. I'm gonna land with my arms up, and then I'm gonna quickly check my 6. What's behind me?
My wings are folded back behind me, and I leap over, chest out, off the balcony, soar down, and just land super gracefully right in the middle of the group.
I look towards King, I look towards Ramen, I pull out a little notepad, and I give King a score of 10 for his entry.
I'm going to super casually stroll around so that I'm behind 2 of them, and I'm going to rest my claws on their opposite shoulders, so it's like I've got my arms around their necks, standing above them, and I'm going to ask, what are you fellas up to?
I think they're going to need some career counseling.
How'd you get in here?
We made our way, and here we are. Let's get to the bottom of what you guys are doing.
And the guy that's on all 4s on the ground, he's gritting his teeth through the pain. You sons of bitches!
Ooh, naughty language.
Get out of my house! You don't have any right to be here. Get out of my house! Oh, you're gonna pay for this. You're gonna pay for this.
Are we still in combat, or can we approach?
Yeah, you can do as you please. King has stopped. I will just meta. King has stopped any chance. These guys are not engaging you physically in any way. Quick as lightning, a dagger, a red guy with an axe handle, and a 7.5 foot tall lion just dropped down in front of, some dudes that walk around a property making sure that the fucking windows are locked. So...
You say this is your house? I approach the man on the floor, and I grab my dagger.
Out of his leg?
I wipe it off.
On him?
Yep.
And he grunts. The other guy, the guy that's been tending to him, you see him and he takes off his shirt and he starts trying to form a tourniquet around his knee.
Oh, the knee?
I don't get in the way of him trying to save.
You okay, boss? You okay, boss? Boss, you okay? Yeah, shut up. Fucking useless.
I think introductions are in order. You've met my friend King. Friend Ramen is back there.
Hi.
And who are you?
I'm gonna be your fucking undoing. That's who I am. You arrogant sons of bitches coming in here.
You gonna sound the alarm or something? I'm waiting for all the cronies to come running down the hallway.
He's in pain, obviously, but he's the one person in the group that doesn't seem to be scared.
He ain't tripping.
Davy, is it?
No. How do you know Davy?
Are you Raymond?
No, I'm not Raymond either. You didn't really do a very good job before you came in here figuring out what the fuck's going on. It's none of your goddamn business who I am, all right? I suggest you take your fucking friends and get on down the road, freak show. We can forget this ever happened, all right?
Who are you to tell me to forget this ever happened? I don't even know who you are. I've been trying to get you to introduce yourself for a solid 2 minutes.
I extend the claw on just my index finger, and I put it under his chin and press it into his skin.
Raising his chin up.
Right, but not quite breaking the skin yet, just threatening it.
He's kind of leaned back and he's, you know what I mean? Instead of being on all fours, he sits down and is kind of backing up and just raising his chin.
We need to know what your name is.
They call me Billy Boy, all right?
Billy Boy, you said this was your house.
Yeah. I run shit here.
Oh, okay. You're gonna tell us where we can find the brothers in this house. Or my red friend over there who's been dying to shed some blood, I'm gonna turn a blind eye.
Damn well better watch.
You talking about the head? You talking about the head of this thing? You talking
Yeah.
about the Bernsteins?
Yeah. What do you think I was talking about?
You really want to go down that road, huh?
Unless you compel me not to.
What kind of compulsion are we talking about?
Well, what can you tell us about attendance, for example?
So you're going to tell me that you broke in here at this ungodly hour, causing all this ruckus, stabbing me in the leg. You got my guy Joey over here pissing him fucking self because you want to know about attendance? They do your dishes.
That's what everybody says.
They clip your lawn.
And they rob your banks?
I don't rob any banks. What are you talking about?
Interesting. So you don't know anything about that?
About bank robberies?
About using attendants to rob banks and who knows what else?
Nah. Never heard of it.
Oh,
Then I guess we need the boss.
I can't tell if you're lying or not. Hey, Raymond, will you come take out this guy's tongue?
Gross. What do you think I am? Some sort of psycho?
Established.
All right, this is taking too long. I'll go in there. And can I see the pool from in here?
Yeah, I think you could as you approach the windows.
Okay,
You'll at least have some sort of a pool concept in your mind.
we'll aim for it.
Good one, Chris.
Wah, wah.
Because the house map that I stole, it says pool concept only on the picture, and therefore they're going to reference all of the things that I didn't black out for them on the map.
Well,
Because jokes.
for this guy's sake, let's hope there's a pool there.
Okay, you're approaching Billy Boy.
No, I'm going to go grab one of the homies.
Okay, and then what?
Oh, do I just grab him? I mean, do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything. These dudes are I mean, other than Billy Boy, the rest of them are standing there frozen by fear.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna throw him into the pool if he's basically surrendered.
The only one that seems to be giving you any trouble at all is Billy Boy. And he's just being elusive and snide.
I'm gonna reach in and give him a titty twister.
Nice.
Okay.
You ready for a might roll?
You're gonna give him a superhero titty twister. Yeah, give me a might roll.
This poor man.
Oh no. All right, 3 + 1, 4.
He yells.
When I say +1, that means I got a 6.
Right.
So you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not trying to cause him harm. You're trying to intimidate him with the pain, right?
Well, hold on. Yeah, I'm not trying to, rip his peck off. But yeah, let's go in for a titty twister. And am I taking control?
Yeah. Tell me the story. Narrate it for me.
Okay. Spartan looks out the window. These other guys, they're just not in the fight. I mean, because he loves tossing people. And so boss man's sitting there in his robe and old hairy nipple sticking out. Spartan just zaps in there and grabs it.
And what are you hoping to accomplish with the titty twister?
Gives him the twist, and you hear the highest shriek you've ever heard from a man.
Yeah, because of 4 might, dude, you can basically lift 500 pounds with 4 might, I think.
And then I'm just going to pinch the old dog nipple and pluck it off.
You're going to rip it from his body? Okay.
Just like the end of it. Just put a fingernail on there and just take some skin with me.
Oh,
God.
Watching his lead and being a team player, as the guy's nipple is twisted, he turns to the side a little bit, and King reaches down and grabs his underwear and pulls it up over his head.
Okay. So you give him the atomic wedgie as he gets the super titty twister, because we're at camp. And
Wait, you didn't have atomic.
Wait. Shadow tickles him underneath his arm, in his armpit.
Oh, God.
his other armpit.
Yep.
There's something so wrong with you guys. Yeah, he's screaming in pain at this point. And give me a perception roll.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna cover his mouth if he was screaming.
No, we wanted that. We want the siren. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 total today.
1.
Only 3 for me.
I only have 3 die, but I only have 1 perception this time.
You're caught up and laughing in the atomic wedgie, King, I think.
Oh, wait. We don't have atomic power yet in 1923, right?
Correct, but
Would it even be a
It's just a brand
concept?
name. It's a brand name.
brand name. What should we call this instead of the atomic wedgie, Dean?
I don't know, something for the times, say dynamite. Dynamite wedgie.
The TNT wedgie.
Dynamite.
The nitro wedgie. How about that?
Oh,
So
God.
that we're more in line with the times. The
It's
nitro
important.
King,
It's
as you're
important.
giving him the nitro wedgie,
The steam-powered wedgie.
the steam, right? The
Sound.
locomotive wedgie,
Yes, the locomotive wedgie.
The steam.
Oh.
internal combustion wedgie.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Excellent. Okay.
Glad we cleared that up, actually.
Vital.
It's really,
The industrial wedgie. We'll call it that. There you go. The industrial
yeah.
wedgie.
that's good.
We finally got
Nice.
Hey, Raymond.
Mm.
I'm having trouble, dude, picturing you because I don't know what hat you have on.
We're in combat. It's always
So you've got
always
the helmet.
ancient helm. Yeah.
Okay, righteous. All right.
Yeah. What did I drive out here with? I think I drove out here with the derby hat.
Okay.
there. You didn't drive. You flew in.
Yeah.
King flew
on.
you in on, dropped you on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I need my flying goggles and my pilot's cap. Lucky thing I have one.
It's true.
Good
It's
thing.
true.
It's a good thing you had it.
Yes.
I was actually gonna spend resolve to make sure that you had it if we needed to.
Worth it.
That's very sweet of you. Okay. So, King, Industrial Wedgie, giggling. Shadow, you hear some footsteps, several sets of footsteps running from down the hall. Ramen, you hear those footsteps too, but you also see outside the window 3 people coming up from around the other side of the pool, and they all are cocking Tommy guns and pointing them into the windows.
Holy shit.
What do you do?
Brace yourself, fellas. Fight's coming to us.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna dash, man. I'm gonna tell the boys, there's gats outside. I think that somebody else is coming in with a hit.
Nobody called them gats at this time. What's a different name that you would use?
Hey there,
If we're
looky
being
here,
time
guys.
specific.
They all got some. Hey, come out here with the dubbies and the smoke eyes. All right.
I knew that was.
Look at here, boys. I got the smokers outside. They're all here to put on a hit. I'm gonna run. I'm like, this ain't Valentine's Day. Boosh! Jump through that window.
Out towards the pool?
Yep.
Dope.
And running as I hit the ground
Okay.
with a dodge. Zip, zip.
Shadow, I'll give you the next move, then King, and then we're gonna go into edge order for combat.
Okay, I am going to position myself using Billy Boy as a human shield, and I've got my dagger up to his throat.
Okay. He's screaming. He can, you know what I mean? He can't really stand up straight, so you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm leaning against the wall, and he's in front of me, and I'm holding him back with a dagger at his throat.
Okay. King.
I'm in the same motion that he made. I am essentially drafting behind Raymond out the same hole to the same fighting area.
Oh my
Okay.
God. These fuckers are leaving me alone. All right.
Every
Oh,
time.
shit.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
No, I'm fighting. I'm going where the guns are. The
Okay.
guns are out there, right?
You don't know that there are guns out there. You just know that Raymond went crashing through that window.
Oh, I thought we knew. I thought I heard him say something about the choppers or something.
Oh, that's right. He did. That's right. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He said the smokers.
The smokers.
What? Yeah. Because
Don't ask how I understood what he meant.
Coming in with the smokers looking like they putting on a hit. Like they were here to kill these people. I don't think they're bodyguards.
So Raymond out the window. King out the window behind him. Shadows got Billy Boy.
The army coming down the pipe.
4 guys enter the room from the hallway. The door that Raymond was paying attention to.
Yeah.
Shadow, you're up first.
Easy, fellas, easy. Or I'll take Billy Boy out.
1 of them has a Tommy gun. 3 of them are holding pistols.
I start moving towards the window again with him in front of me as a shield.
Okay.
Wait, these people are behind you, right?
He positioned himself so that he's behind Billy Boy and moving toward the window. So
I'm like against the wall next to the window.
There you
Right.
go. There you go. These damn machine guns.
Raymond, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay. I want to do a couple zigzags. I want to get right on top of these dudes fast and furious.
Okay.
And if there's an opportunity to get between them, I want that.
Yes.
Okay. I want to jump in right between them and bring down that axe handle as I land on the center dude.
Give me a might roll.
Oh.
You can close that distance, no problem. I mean, you're
Okay.
easily that fast.
Yep. I got to remember, like Beast.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great comparison.
Okay. Might roll 6 times, baby. 4, rolling 2 more. 5, rolling 1 more. 6 total.
Yeah, tell me how you take those 2 out.
I want to take the center dude out, so the other 2 are looking at each other with machine guns and me between them.
Yeah, tell me how it works.
I'm zigzagging. I do a leap, come down with the axe handle, and it's kind of sharp, and he brings it all the way through the man.
You just split him in half.
Yep.
It's a cloud of blood mist.
And then it's a look both sides. You know, these other two dudes, give them a look and a little smile. Because wasn't that cool?
King.
There were 3 dudes out there with Tommy guns. Is that right?
Yeah, and you just watched Ramen dash
Split the middle.
and split the dude in half that's in the middle of the two of them.
I'm going after the guy on the right, and my objective is to use my paw and knock the Tommy gun out of his hand.
I assume that you spread your wings and you fly over there very quickly. Is that how you did it?
Right.
Okay. So give me a might roll.
Yes.
4.
Yeah, narrate the scene for me.
I'm following his momentum, just reacting to the stimulus as I come out the hole, and I see him go after one guy and I go after the guy on the right. My objective is just to quickly disarm him. I extend my claws and I swipe my paw. I smack the Tommy gun a good 15, 20 feet away and realize that I just swiped his hand off. He's sitting there holding it, and it's adding to the blood of the scene, and he's disoriented, waiting for my next move.
Whoops, sorry. Sorry about that, Bubby.
Back in the great room, Shadow, you have your dagger up against Billy Boy's throat. The 4 guys that have run into the room are all pointing their guns at you, all yelling, "Let him go, let him go!" The guy who was tending to him is got his hands up, and he's kind of half backing away from you. He makes a move real quick to try to jump at you and knock the 2 of you apart. You choose how you want to defend against this, whether it's agility or might.
Well, I'll be using agility, but let's just give it a roll.
Yeah.
There we go, baby. Hot dice.
4 total.
Yeah, I rolled 1 success, so tell me how this happens.
This Joker jumps, starts backing away, and then he's gonna make a move, like he's gonna jump at me. Shadow just pivots the body so that his foot is open and just trips the guy and plants him on his ass.
Perfect.
Clown.
Back to you guys outside.
Yep, here it comes.
Okay, so you're in between King and the other guy. So the guy that's still left standing with the gun,
Yep.
he is covered in blood as well, and guck and, you know what I mean, just human parts, because you just blasted this dude into pieces, straight up like Sub-Zero style from Mortal Kombat 2, where he freezes you and just blasts you into a bunch of pieces.
Oh, he's 2 big pieces. There's a good cut.
But the inside of you, with an impact like that, there are still bits.
Yeah.
There are bits flown all around.
Just a blood mist in the air.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, it's beautiful. We love it.
Unless you're into that thing.
Unless you're into that stuff, right?
Mukbala.
Mukbala, that's right.
Pink shaming.
No, not at all. Okay, he's gonna fire on you.
Yep. Ugh.
Roll to defend, please.
Okay. Which one am I rolling against?
I don't assume you're using willpower, so roll your might.
1, 2, 3 plus 1, 4.
Tell me how this goes down, because he fires this gun at you and does no harm. Are you doing the standard, just grit your way through it?
I give him false hope. All right. I'm going to retract at every bullet like it's killing me. But as I'm doing it, I'm just inching my way forward and making myself bigger so none of them get past to hit King behind me, right?
So you're trying to make him believe that he's actually hurting you.
Yeah. I just want him to have success so he doesn't feel like, pointing the gun elsewhere.
Gotcha. You're just trying to make sure that he keeps aimed at you. Even though you're not getting hurt, you're trying to make it seem as if.
This is his vengeance, and he wants it, and he knows he's dead. Let him think he's getting it.
Okay, perfect. King, you're up.
Did the guy get disarmed? The guy?
Oh, yeah. You took his hand off.
No. The third guy.
No, the third guy is the one that just fired on Raymond.
Right. So Raymond didn't take any action against him. He just defended. Okay.
Not yet. Right.
I got you. Okay. I feel confident that Raymond has the one-on-one, and I begin to reassess what Saint Shadow's doing. So I kind of look back over my shoulder and realize I probably need to get in there and just provide a little bit of backup.
Yeah, as you look into the room, you can see Shadow with his arm around the guy in the robe, and you see a guy make the move for him, and you see Shadow definitely avoid it. You see that happen, but you can also see some other faces in the room through the glass, and you can hear the yelling going on from inside. So yes, that makes perfect sense. As you get back into the room, is there anything that you want to do?
Well, I'll tell you what I would like to do is push off with my left rear claw and kind of bullet push myself with maybe an assist from my wings and kind of spread my wingspan and see if I can just knock them over.
Just like straight into the group, wings spread as if you were... Okay, yeah, go for it, man. Give me since you're using your wing, let's do flight.
Okay.
So it's like he's creating a wind burst.
No, it's like he's creating a battering ram out of himself.
Right,
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
But his wings are spread wide as part of that battering ram.
5.
Ooh, that'll do.
5 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
They got 0 successes. So tell me how you take out 6 of these people in this room.
I look over my shoulder. I see that there's a group with guns. I don't quite know where Shadow is. I think he's around the corner still, but I wanna back him up. I run. I kind of dive head first, maybe arms out in front of me a little bit. My left rear claw, I kind of on the edge of the hole that we came in on. I push off, and I fists out in front of me. Wings behind me, just use my force as a battering ram. My wings come to cover the wingspan to make sure that I get everybody. And I just bowl about chest high right through all 6 of them and knock them all 15 feet back and on the ground. And I've disarmed 3 or 4 of them for sure.
Nice.
You bullet shot yourself straight through the hole that you guys created coming out. And you pivot your wings just enough to get over Shadow and just boom, 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 boom. I mean, they all go flying against the walls behind them. Every one of them unconscious and disarmed.
Nice.
And now, Shadow, you are standing there holding Billy Boy while everyone else has just been taken out by King.
Wait, those are the guys that just came in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the 3?
There were 3. One of them went after Shadow, and Shadow definitely avoided and put him to the ground.
Well, there was 5 total.
Right. One of the dudes
It's Bobby
doing anything,
Boy.
is standing there with piss in his pants.
Yeah.
And King has taken out the rest of them.
Okay, excellent.
All right. So I take out my notebook. I give King another 10 for his entrance.
Damn. Just right.
And I turn to Billy Boy. Take us to your fucking boss now.
Okay, my turn, dude?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to grab this dude by his head with both hands and, like, flip him, okay? But I want to flip him with a speed and, like, throw him through the windows at that guy standing against the wall, against the windows.
The guy that's standing there with piss in his pants?
Yep. He can't come back from that. I'll take him out.
It's a pity.
He'll just live a life of embarrassment for forever and ever.
It's a
He'll
nickname
end
he
up-
can never live down.
Yeah. It'll
Okay.
always affect his mental stability for the rest of his life. So you might as well just kill him.
Yep. Okay, so
Again,
Mike.
once again, back to hitting a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Mhm.
So give me a might roll.
That's such a legit Raymond move, too. Like,
Oh yeah,
you're doing this motherfucker a favor.
Yeah.
You're saving his honor.
Precisely.
That's great.
Okay, so I got 3.
you got 3 successes.
Yeah.
You're able to do it. Tell me how it goes down.
Okay. Spartan looks in there, watches King just smash the room. And what bodies he saw, he doesn't see anymore.
1 pin left standing.
Yep. And this dude just unloaded on me. I'm going to tell him that didn't hurt. I'm going to grab him by his head, and then I flip it with some serious speed. But I want it so that I keep the head in my hands and the body flies inward towards Pissy Boy.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Just the head and the spine just come right out of the body. The body goes boom through the window, smashes that dude into the wall, and then I'm going to pitch his head into the room, just to give it a nice dramatic roll.
Yeah, it's great. So there has been smashing window, gunfire, smashing window, spotlights start coming on all over the property outside. From the tops of the walls, from the top of the house, from the top of another one of the buildings within the compound, there are spotlights on now. Shadow, Billy Boy is starting to kind of get woozy, and you see that he's succumbing to the blood loss probably at this point.
Gotcha. Did the other dude ever get the tourniquet on him?
I mean, he tied a shirt sleeve around his leg.
He
Right.
doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Let's take him to the vet.
So he's not answering when I ask him to where the bosses are.
He's having a real hard time even keeping his eyes open at this point.
Oh.
He's, you know what I mean? He's nearly dead weight in your arms.
We need to keep exploring this house then, or leave. Is dude that I planted on his ass, is he still back there?
Yes.
All right, King, let's go grab Raymond. Can we do that?
How'd they react to a body smashing the wall and then a head rolling in?
The only other conscious person in the room is the guy who Shadow put on the floor.
Well, I'm talking about Shadow and King. What do you think? Was that cool or what?
I'll drag the body over to the other guy who I planted on the floor,
Uh-huh.
and I'll say, this man needs help immediately or he's gonna die. Where are the bosses in this house?
Mr. Bernstein, he sleeps in the south wing, but I bet nobody's asleep now, man. I bet ain't nobody asleep now.
Okay. I think King can maybe will you just grab me and fly out of the window and get Raymond?
Okay, sure. I grab you under my right arm. I grab the conscious guy under my left arm.
No, leave him behind.
And-
Leave him behind. Leave him with the dying guy.
But I don't want to.
Please.
Please. I don't want to kill everybody.
We don't need him.
I just want to kill almost everybody.
The 3 of us fly out of the hole. The 3 of us fly out of the hole, and we fly just over Raymond's head, and I throw that guy into the pool. I look over at you and I go, I just want to make some motherfucker take a conceptual swim.
You have Shadow in one hand, and you pitch the other guy into the pool as you fly out the window and towards the pool, and you leave Raymond on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to pick up the Tommy gun that guy had, the one in the middle that I split in half.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to shoot the guy in the pool.
Okay. You have no
Yes.
problem doing that. So you load him down with bullets, and now the pool is full of blood as well.
Southwest wing, guys. Southwest wing.
You hear a siren. After the lights have come on, a few seconds later, you hear a siren going off within the property as well. Off in the distance, not terribly far in the distance, but somewhere on property, you can hear several vehicles start. What are you guys doing? You are out back at the pool.
What are we doing?
Well,
so from where you are on this side of the pool, if he's in the south side, you need to go to the other side of the pool and figure out how to get in the house on that side, if that makes sense. So basically where number 1 is on the downstairs map, that's basically where you think it might be. That's the south end of the house.
all right. Well, here's what I'm thinking. You guys continue to create distractions. Let me go see if I can sneak in and get this guy. Kidnapping.
Great distraction. Shooting us with bullets.
What do you guys want to do?
Are there so the spotlights, are they manned outposts?
They appear to be.
Or are they just lights?
No. They are sweeping over the grounds at this point.
Right. My concern is gonna be that there are more people with more guns.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Why don't we go find the guns, Raymond?
I think we ought to head back up to the roof. They've got us pinned for this position. Let's flip the script.
That's a good call. Shadow, you're good for now?
Yeah. Drop me off.
I go deposit Shadow closer to the south end and swoop back and grab Raymond, and we go up to the roof.
We'll stick with Shadow for the moment, but Raymond and King, we will get to you. You guys you will have no problem getting to the roof. That's not something that you will even have to roll for. Shadow, where on that corner of the house are you attempting to get in?
I'm assuming that there's a little trail there in between the bushes and the tree. So I'm gonna take that little trail, and then there's what looks to be like a little utility room back there.
There's a door. Yes, there's a door there.
I want to try and get into the house through that door.
Okay, you're gonna have to figure a way in because it's locked, obviously.
Good luck.
So I will attempt to pick the lock. Is that investigation or covert or streetwise?
They're all the same score, aren't they?
Not for me.
Oh, they're not all 8s?
He didn't build all of his stats as 8s.
Those 3 sound pretty good. Okay.
Man, I don't remember which one that falls under. I think it falls under covert. Yeah, I think that falls under covert.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for pick lock.
Kind of your general thievery skills.
Yeah. So that's 1 success. I know, every fucking time. Every fucking time.
What is it with you and doors, dude? What is it with you and doors?
I have no idea. 1 out of 7.
Your arch nemesis is doors.
Yeah, 7 dice, 1 success.
Locked doors for the fucking cat
Jesus.
burglar. Or his bane. Okay. You cannot seem to get through it on this side. There's obviously, deadbolts, and there's probably a bar that has somehow connected on the inside of the door.
Okay.
You can't be for sure, but it kind of makes sense that these exterior doors would have some sort of extra security measure, especially once the alarm has been sounded.
All right.
You know what I mean? You're familiar with, vault doors.
Yeah.
And with as powerful and as rich as these guys are, they probably have that sort of security on some of these doors as well.
I'm guessing that this little room, maybe, is there a window around? Can I, investigate?
If you come around the other side, behind those 2 trees on the back side of that little exterior room, there is a window leading into that room behind that tree.
All right, I want to try and see if I can make my way in through that window. I'm going to sneak around.
I'm going to have you roll covert, and then I'm going to come back to you. We're going to go to the roof.
Okay.
Okay, dude, covert does apply to intrusion, larceny, shadowing, stealth, and surveillance. So you're...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Perfect.
Yes.
I'm glad somebody has the rule set open, because I certainly don't. King, Raymond, describe to me the scene and how you guys get up to the roof and what you're looking for and what your plan of action is. As you get up there, you can see 2 spotlights, one to your right and one to your left, that are scanning the grounds along the north and south part of the house. Around the outside wall, you can see spotlights that are scanning the ground at the corners of the property itself, of which this house takes up maybe 20% of the total area within the walls.
All right.
Give me an idea of where the nearest spotlight is coming from.
They're both about equidistant from where you guys flew up from the pool, one to the right and one to the left. You can see a guy, you know what I mean, moving the spotlights along the ground. They don't seem to have noticed you.
Okay. So Raymond knows I'm coming when I fly back after dropping off Shadow, and he holds the axe handle with both hands, and I grab the middle of it and carry him up.
I'm going to sheath that knife, strap that axe handle. Or no, I got the axe handle and the Tommy gun. And when King comes back around, I'm going to have a handstand ready with one leg poking straight up. Grab me by that foot and I'll survey the ground.
All right, keep telling it. Go ahead.
There you go.
So you have him by the foot so that he can have the gun ready and be watching the ground as you guys fly 80 to 100 feet up into the air.
Okay.
So you've got him by the foot.
Where do you want to go?
Should we take out those lights?
Sure. I fly him over to a light. Go ahead, dude.
Are you going to drop me off? What are you?
Whatever you want to do. Just call the story. Just tell it.
All right, just give me a flip. Let me fall to the earth face first. I'll roll it up and get to work on smashing up that light.
Okay, are you going for the left or the right?
I'll go left, I guess.
King, you fling him out onto the roof. He rolls down and takes off running toward the spotlight on the left. What are you going to do?
I'm going to make a large arc over to the right and try to kind of come in behind the person who's operating the light without him realizing it until it's too late.
King, make me a covert roll.
2.
Nice.
Yeah, he's definitely distracted enough that you are able to get the jump on him. Raymond, are you firing the gun? Are you just running up on him and smashing it with the axe handle? What are you doing with the spotlight on the left?
My intention is just take it out. I'm going to run up there and see if I can't rip it from what it's sitting on.
So are you dropping the Tommy gun or the axe handle as you go to grab hold of it? You just tossing them down on the roof?
Well, I better take this cat out first, I guess. Let's cruise up on him and slap him with this axe handle.
Okay, give me a might roll.
A lot of dice. All right, come on, baby. Ooh, 6, 6, 4, 4, 5. Ooh.
Yeah, tell me how it happens.
You said there's sirens going off?
Yes, there is a siren going off.
Yeah, he's completely distracted with what he's doing. He's trying to do a good job. And Raymond runs up there and he's just going to knock him out with the axe handle. Just a nice side of the head. Hit that little trigger right there in the temple and just knock him out.
Okay, the lamp falls down and is just pointed straight at the ground. King, you have snuck up on this guy effectively. What are you doing now?
I'm just going to swoop in and grab his leg. Not much different than I had Raymond.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to fly him out of there. He drops his gun, leaves it behind. I'm going to swoop him through the pool and deposit him outside the wall. Just drop him over the wall and go get another one.
Are you dropping him to the ground from as high up as the ceiling is, the 100 feet that you're up in the air?
No, probably 15.
Okay, so you're only going to break his legs. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, Shadow, you're around to the window. Inside, you can see lamps are on inside the room. It's pretty bright. And you see 2 men in the room. One of them is in the process, it appears, of getting dressed very, very quickly. He's sitting on the edge of the bed, tying his shoe, and the other man is standing 8-10 feet away from him and is kind of looking around, but also talking at the same time. You can't hear what he's saying, but you can see that he's the one who is relaying information to this man sitting on the bed that's getting dressed. And you recognize the man as Raymond Bernstein.
Okay.
Oh,
Tell me about the window. Does it look like I have to break the window to get in? Is there like a latch that I can see?
Make a perception check real quick. Actually, investigation. Make investigation.
2 total for investigation.
Yes. So it's like a double panel window. It's one of those handles. If the 2 windows come together, there's a handle in the center that you would push down and lock them together.
Yeah.
And you can see that there are also stud locks in the bottom of it. Do you know what I mean when I say that? They're like the levers that you would push down into the hole in the window sill itself.
Yeah.
You can see that there are at least 2 locks that you would have to deal with if you attempt to
covertly pick it.
Covertly open it, or you could try to smash your way through it.
All right. I'm going to try and smash my way through it.
Okay.
That's a challenge. This glass ain't normal, is it?
Is there a ledge above?
Is there a ledge above the window?
Yeah.
There's like
or how sturdy are these trees?
They're fairly big. They're probably 15 feet tall.
All right, what I want to do is like launch myself feet first through the windows.
Oh, hell yeah, that's dope.
And I want to be able to like run up one side of the tree or something and like launch myself up, maybe use agility.
Yeah, use agility. Give me an agility roll.
2 successes. Fuck.
You take the 3 running steps. You hit the tree with your left foot, very Bruce Lee style, running up the tree. You hit the tree with your right foot and launch yourself out and away and do a very quick half flip to get your feet moving forward into the window. And as you connect with the window,
oh no.
only one of your feet makes it through. The 2 men immediately look at you, and the guy that was standing up pulls a pistol from inside his jacket and fires. I need you to roll toughness, please. Ooh.
6.
Ooh.
Okay. He does not hit you. He's not surprised, but you caught him off guard a little bit, and he pulled out and fired, but didn't hit you. But the bullet zings past you and hits one of the trees behind you.
Did it shatter the window more?
Yes. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'll pull my foot off and then just see if I can like shoulder smash through it. The jig is up now.
Okay, give me a might roll.
Nada.
0.
0.
Shadow's being beaten by a pane of glass.
This ain't the first time I've been hoodwinked by a forward window set.
Yeah, you and windows and doors, not always your best bet. So you go to shoulder.
Are the 2 guys inside laughing at this point?
You go to shoulder into the center of the 2 windows, and you cannot break through that lock. The 2 men inside, the guy stops tying his shoes, and they stand up and they begin to run toward that corner door.
Okay.
Out toward room number 2. Let's go back to Ramen and King. Ramen, you are up on the roof. You have just knocked this guy unconscious. There is a spotlight. King, you have flown around. I assume you're coming back to the roof. Is that right?
I'm looking for a new spotlight. Are there just 2?
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
No, there are
Yeah.
4 more along the outside of the wall. So if you went out toward the wall and dropped that guy down, you can pick one. Yep. There's either one on your right or one on your left.
I'll go to the right. My objective ultimately is to just go pick these people out of their posts and get rid of them.
Okay. Are you trying to do the same thing as before where you're trying to sneak up on them and do it covertly and quietly?
Yes.
Or at this point, okay, then give me a covert roll.
4.
Yeah, tell me how you sneak up on this guy.
I kind of fly up from the outer side of the wall to his back, and I swoop up and I land standing right behind him on his platform, and I allow him to move the light around a little bit just to see how long I can kind of screw with him. And I lean over and look at him kind of over the top of his head, and suddenly he realizes there's a 7-foot lion standing behind him, and he just about jumps out of his skin, and I just grab him by the scruff of his shirt and just throw him off of his platform like so much trash. and move on.
Hell yeah. It's so good. Raymond, you're at the corner peak on the north side of the house. The lamp is obviously pointed down at the ground and not moving anymore. What are you doing?
I want to take that lamp and rip it off the ceiling, or is it secured, or can I just? Okay.
Oh, you would have no problem dislodging it and carrying it around if you needed to.
Now I want to throw it at one of the other lamps.
Okay, the one on your left or the one on your right?
Well, it sounds like King is working the right side. I'll work the left.
Okay, if you go left, that was King's right because you guys were pointed in opposite directions.
Okay.
So
okay.
You go to the right corner.
They have right and left on your planet?
Yeah, what do they call left and right on Mayheim?
Oh, Lem and Roy.
Lem and Roy?
Yeah, Lem and Roy.
So you'll need to go to your Roy.
Okay. You got to keep it simple or you'll get it confused. Hold on, let me write that down.
Right, make a note of that.
Roy means left, though, right?
Of course.
Okay,
Right?
so then you'll be going to your Lem.
Of course. Hold on, I better write this down because I'm sure it's going to come back to me.
Shit.
So Lem is right, Roy is left on Mayheim.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
So you're going to throw at the spotlight in the corner on your Lem. Give me that might roll.
Come on, baby. Hot dice. Ooh, pretty hot. 4, rolling one more. Okay. 4 total.
Tell me what it looks like.
Rip this thing off, and I want to give it like an arc. So it comes down almost on top of it. You know, like as if it were falling out of space.
You're lobbing it really, really high up into the air. You're not fastballing it straight over there.
Not complete fastball. It's not. I mean, it's just a lob. You know, just 2 hands. You know, on my limb side.
So you're shooting free throws granny style with this thing? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm swinging from my limb side.
Oh,
I grab
okay.
with 2 hands from my limb, and I twist my body and just kind of give it a whoosh.
Like a hammer throw.
Yeah, just flip it right over there.
Perfect. It connects, and the other 2 spotlights that are still working both immediately turn at the sound of that crash over there in the corner. And that spotlight and the top part of that corner wall are all missing. Just blasted with the impact of the spotlight that Raymond perfectly connected. Shadow.
I would like to see if I could use a resolve for a lucky break.
Hell yeah, you can.
I want to use a resolve that when he fired his pistol, it actually disengaged the lock enough for me to get through the window and
Perfect.
chase.
Love it. Yes.
Savvy.
That is exactly what resolve should be used for.
All right, perfect. So
We have 3 as a group, right?
You have 3 as a group, so now you have 2. So the guy fires the gun and misses you, but hits the center lock on the window, and the window creaks open with your foot stuck in it.
right.
What are you doing?
So I take my hands, which are on the ground because of the way I'm positioned, and I spring myself forward, like I spring myself forward up into a flip, and then come feet first through the opening in the window.
So you've made your move into the room. What are you going to do after you get in there?
I'm chasing them. Can I get to them?
With your resolve and your retcon, they haven't left the room yet. Because it was your attempt to smash through the window and not making it that gave them enough time to get out. So they are both still in the room with you. The guy that was standing up has got a pistol aimed at you.
Yeah.
But your movement into the room, now what are you going to do now that you're in here?
Okay, so I want to go 2 daggers. 1 hand, 2 daggers thrown. 1 at each of them.
1 at each of them. Okay. Give me that roll.
All right. These dice have been fucking me.
No, it's not that. It's the windows and the doors. The windows and the doors are the things that fuck you. It's not the dice.
Ooh, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total successes.
Okay, I'm going to roll individually for each of them because they both have different scores when it comes to this. So for the guy sitting on the bed, ooh, that's 4 successes, and we are going to re-roll one of those 6s. And that is 5 successes for him. So you don't do any direct damage to him. The other guy, ooh, shit, that's 0 successes. Okay, so the guy holding the pistol, tell me how you do 5 harm to him. We'll deal with that first, and then we'll move to the guy that was getting dressed.
Okay. I fling the dagger. It grazes his face and gives him a scar on his cheekbone, Inigo Montoya style.
So he spins, falling to the ground, screaming, holding his face, because it's way more than just a scar, dude. You have split him
Right.
all the way open past his ear.
I've split him mouth to ear.
The second guy, the dagger goes straight at him, and he very, very quickly and deftly catches it out of the air.
Oh.
He stands up from the edge of the bed. You must be that pest.
And you are who I'm looking for.
Damn.
I've been waiting to meet you, Saint Shadow.
And I've been waiting to meet you too, Boss Bernstein.
This is quite an interesting entrance for you, Saint Shadow. This isn't your usual MO.
Now let's just say I've been influenced by a couple of members of my raiding party.
Yeah, your new trio. You guys are making waves. You guys are stirring up some pots that you probably don't even know that you have sticks in.
Well, I see it one of 2 ways. Either one, everybody is coming together to do something incredibly bad for the city of Detroit, maybe the world. Or 2, there's an opportunity to make some money that I'm not in on yet.
Damn. He just sold us out.
How much money's enough, Saint Shadow?
What's the alternative?
There are always alternatives. Free will is a powerful thing.
No, you tell me what's the real story here, and I'll decide how much money it will take.
You think you can blackmail me? Is that what you're trying to do right now? You think you can blackmail me?
This is a business discussion.
Sounds like blackmail to me.
You know how business discussions work. I'm laying out my cards. The other thing that we can do is I can walk you out of that door, and my big friend who's part lion can rip you in half.
Oh, I'd like to see you try to walk me out that door.
I run to the window real quick and I yell Mukbala.
Okay. Ramen and King, give me a perception check.
Okay.
2.
5.
King, you hear somebody yell. You're not really sure who or what it is that is said. I think you just kind of give it to the general din of commotion that's going on in and around the property, and you're so focused on sneaking up, and you've flown out and away from the property a little bit. But Raymond, you distinctly hear Shadow's voice from somewhere behind you say Mukbala.
I think I'm hallucinating, don't I?
I don't know. What do you think?
The song of my people.
But you know that it's Shadow's voice.
Yeah, well.
And I sound scared, like I need help. That's my embellishment.
Okay, whose turn?
It is Raymond Bernstein's turn, and Shadow turned his back on him, and that dagger is coming straight for you.
Oh, damn.
So roll toughness.
All right.
Raymond Byrne.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That one.
So you turn, and as you yell, Mukbul, and you don't even get the whole sentence out, dagger sinks right into your kidney in your back right side, and it goes, Mukbullah!
We heard that pain, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Shadow, you take 2 harm. King, you're still going covert?
Okay. I'm still going covert. There are only 2 lights still remaining. And come up behind the next light and try to surprise this guy and grab a hold of him and pull him off his perch.
All right, give me that covert roll.
Three.
What'd you get?
3.
Well, I rolled 2 1s.
Nice.
So he's been distracted because they turned
Right.
when Raymond smashed that other one out. They turned and they're focused over there. He does not see you at all. So give me the
Okay,
story. How do you
so-
do this one?
I swoop up and I'm going to grab
He's more covert than Shadow.
today. In my mind, I'm kind of in an informal competition with Raymond. We're having fun with this. So in an effort to try to outdo him, I'm going to grab this guy, 1 paw for each one of his legs. I'm grabbing him around the ankles, and I'm going to pull him out of his perch, and I'm going to fling him over my head, end over end, flipping him toward the other light with the intention of breaking that other light with his body.
Damn.
Okay. So much hitting motherfuckers with other motherfuckers today. It's just everywhere. It's all over the place. I love it. Absolutely love it. So you're going to have to give me a might roll to do that.
Okay. 5.
Oh, nice. Damn, man. Beat me to it. We still together?
Yep.
You swoop in behind him silently, grab him up by those ankles, and just in one fell motion, shoo, and he takes off toward the other one and smashes into the light and the guy on the other corner of the property, and that light goes out as well. Raymond, you have heard Shadow screaming,
Right.
and obviously in pain.
He needs some help. I'm going to finish the mission, though. Okay. At the same time, King flings a dude. I go down to that guy who's unconscious. I'm going to start slapping his face, try to wake him up. Hey, Chappie. All right?
What? Who are you?
Start screaming. And I'm going to throw him at that light that I just hear get crashed. I stand up with him, got him by the crotch and the neck, and look over, and a dude smashes that other light. And it's, oh well. Toss him anyways.
Okay, give me my roll.
Oh no, one.
You pick him up to throw him, and he's kind of struggling a little bit, and instead of getting him all the way across the roof, you throw him about 20 feet, and he bounces off the peak and then starts just rolling down the side, and he falls off the edge of the roof and, drops 80 feet to the ground.
Okay, mission accomplished. Wasn't pretty. Good shot, King.
Shadow, what are you doing?
So I just got hit. All right, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and I want to try and grapple him. What probably might?
Yes, might is definitely.
Putting the jujitsu on him.
Three total.
Also, do me a favor and roll me a single D6, please, and tell me what you get. Just the number on it.
5.
A 5, okay. And you said 3 successes?
Yeah.
And you were just attempting to grab hold of him and pin him down?
Yeah.
Okay. You go charging at him, and you'll get to embellish this. You go charging at him, and he is ready for it. He's braced for it. And he grabs hold of you as well. And the two of you kind of get tangled up and go to the floor as if you are in a grappling match, jiu-jitsu style. How do you want to embellish that?
His breath kind of smells like tuna fish a little bit.
That's fair. He did just wake up. He hasn't had a chance to use the mouthwash yet.
I go, oh God, stanky breath.
Stank Breath Bernstein, that's what they call me.
Fred Bernstein.
King.
Oh, what's the other guy in the room doing?
He's laying on the ground screaming.
Clutching his half face.
Okay. So after my shot, I look over at Ramen, because we're essentially competing to finish this thing up. And I see his...
Oh, all the lights are out at this point.
So I can't...
What?
I can't see?
You've taken them all out.
Right. So I look over...
You know where Raymond is.
I look over toward Raymond just to see what he's doing. I see the guy bounce off the roof. And then I see... And I'm making some assumptions here, but I see Raymond turn around and run toward the south end of the house with some sense of urgency. So I'm inclined to head that direction and rendezvous with him down on the south end.
Okay, give me a flight roll. Let's see how fast you can get there.
4.
With no issue. Take off. You have this dart motion that you can make, and you are zooming across toward that end of the building. Raymond, you are running along the top of the roof toward that end of the building. What are you doing?
And I wanted to let King know what we're dealing with. You're like, hey, Shadow calling for the muck. And I'll just start sprinting, hopping, rooftop, getting towards the edge of the...
What do you do when you get to the edge of the building? Are you stopping, or are you just leaping off to land on the ground below?
I have an idea.
Far up. Yeah, I'm just gonna kick a foot up in the air
Perfect.
and wait for the wings of an angel.
Well, but I'm not 80 feet up anymore, am I?
You can be. Yes, you can be. You can make it so that you swoop around the end of the building and catch him. That'd be dope.
Well, that's what my theory was. I was gonna swing by under where he is, and he jumps off and kind of lands on me, almost surfboard style. So I'm gonna swoop up, kind of under the gutter line, and he's gonna jump out. Not sure how I'm gonna grab him, but as he jumps out, I swoop under him, and he lands on my back like a surfboard.
Yes.
And we surf down and land together.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay, you guys land in the yard toward the side of the house. Give me a perception check, both of you.
1.
5.
Raven, you can see the smashed in window through those 2 trees that are there on the corner. You can see the window has been smashed in.
Okay. Can I see any details inside?
No,
No. Everybody's on the ground.
not from where you're standing. The trees obscure your view too much for that, but you can see that the window has been smashed in.
Yeah, so we followed the sound. All right, right on. My turn?
We're going to go back to Shadow real quick, and then we'll come back to you guys.
Gotcha.
Shadow, the 2 of you are grappled on the floor. What are you attempting to do?
I'm trying to hold him down in a hope and a prayer that one of the guys heard me yelling and will come to assist me. So I'm trying to keep him pinned and from doing me any other harm.
Let's do opposed. I mean, I can argue for agility and for might on this.
I'm thinking I'm in defensive, so I'm thinking agility. I'm not trying to aggressively harm him. I'm trying to just keep him pinned and keep him from harming me.
I can get with that.
So it's really more like a passive defense than it is.
Let's do agility.
Okay.
I rolled 3 successes.
5.
5. Nice. Okay. Narrate for me. Give me how this goes down. How does this look as you are grappling him up?
So we're grappled on the floor, or we're grappled together, and he's surprisingly strong. He's throwing punches, and I'm just shifting my shoulder. I'm ducking my head, but eventually I get his arms wrapped behind his back, and I get him pinned chest down to the floor.
Okay, so you're up, kind of on his back, have him like cop pinned to the ground.
Right.
Okay, I dig it. The 2 of you from outside the window, you see Shadow kind of pop up, and he's obviously got both hands pushing down but you can't see the floor itself, but you can see Shadow like basically from his chest up. And he's physically struggling with someone inside this room, you think. Raymond, what are you doing when you get to the window?
And then go flying nun through the window with my fingers pointing up.
Okay. And how do you land in the room? On 1 foot.
Agility?
Okay.
Oh, 6'4".
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I killed this move.
No problem, man. Yeah, it's elegant. You're goddamn ballerina. Style and grace, baby. Style.
I'm trying to earn a 10. He ain't giving me a 10 yet.
Yeah, so
King, you following in, I assume?
I pull out a notebook out of my fur, write the number 10 on it, and hold it up so Raymond could look over his shoulder and see. And I just come and try to just do kind of a dive into the window. I can't really picture how big the hole is. Is it big enough to accommodate me?
So that, you know what I mean? That idea of that move that you have where you flap one time and you put your wings behind you and dart forward.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Totally works in this
just
space.
kind of into a duck and roll.
As you streak into the room, you hold out your notebook so that you can show Raymond that you've written down a 10 for him.
I'm going to give him double thumbs up. All right.
Shadow is in the room, and he has a probably 50-something-year-old man pinned to the floor. And there is another guy laying on the floor screaming with just in a huge pile of blood, both hands clutching his face. Shadow is bleeding pretty badly.
King, oh, thank God. Can you get all three of us out of here? Quickly.
I will make an attempt. I will attempt to grab both of them. I'll let Raymond, for now, follow us, and I'm going to try to pick them up while they're grappling.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. The other guy is not bound or unconscious.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I got him.
If King is picking him up and flying out the window, Raymond, you don't have him.
The other guy?
I'm not talking about the dude that's cut up and bleeding on the floor. I'm talking about Bernstein. If King is going to just grab him up and fly out the window,
fair enough.
I'm going to cause problems. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to throw this museum dagger. Tonto. It's a Tanto. I'm going to throw it at that screaming guy because why not?
Okay.
All right.
You are able. Are you trying to kill him? It's no problem. You don't even have to roll for it.
Well, had I rolled, I had 5. Okay.
Yep, you dead.
All right, I'm going to go over there and get that knife back.
Right through the base of his skull, and he just goes limp.
Somebody knock this motherfucker out so that we can...
I'm going to just try to...
Get him out of here.
Just bitch slap him with the back of my paw and see if I can get the guy to go unconscious.
Damn.
Okay, make a might roll.
A might roll. 7 dice.
That'd be a 3.
So you do 1 harm to him, and you smash his head into the floor, and he just... and he kind of cocks his head to the side, and you've bloodied his nose, and he's got blood coming down, and he's just smiling at you. Shadow, I thought we were trying to work out a deal here. I guess not.
You threw a dagger at me. I was trying to conduct business with you. Correct?
You got me there. That's true. That's true.
So
I'll tell you what, you've obviously got me outnumbered here. Just let me up. I won't. You can surround me. You can whatever. But let's talk.
I let him up. I slowly get up from pinning him.
He stands up. He kind of wipes some blood from his face. You see him kind of leaning back. He's holding his nose.
Left him.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna sting tomorrow, that's for sure. And he kind of sits on the edge of the bed and he looks over at you and he goes, "What do you want to know?" Thanks for listening, everyone. I'm Duke Walter, your Game Master. Make sure to check out ttrptheater.com. Our new website has launched, and it's really cool. We're super proud of it. Super glad to finally have a single home for all of our content. You can link to all of the places that hold all of the things that we have done up to this point. One of the coolest parts about this first year is us launching the podcasts. We have a new cult Divinity Lost podcast called The Experiment. Also, this game, Renaissance City, is also being released in podcast form. The first 3 episodes are out there now on all the platforms that you can find your favorite podcasts. Please go out, give us a 5-star rating, write a review. Those things really help to boost our signal, and they only cost you a little bit of time. I'm very grateful for any of you that are willing to do that. I know that I'm going back to the well on this one, but I want to give props to my good friend Mark, the creator of Ice Cream Dice. He has partnered with Matthew Lillard, and they are creating a set of dice, which you can pre-order now at icecreamdice.com. It is an initiative to support Black creators within this community, and it's BLAC, Black Lives Are Critical. So please go to icecreamdice.com, put in your pre-order for those dice. Make sure to get out and support all independent creators that you can. Make your voice heard and help to lift each other up. Again, don't forget to visit ttrptheater.com for links to all of our content, old and new. And if you can, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch. And we're so grateful for all of you that have come to visit our little theater. Okay, here we are again. I got nothing. Good night.